Visualforce creation from URL. So for this we are creating http s colon double slash server instance dot salesforce.com slash apex slash vf page name. So if you want to create the Visualforce pages, here we are using the server instance. Here server instance ap1 like this, ap2. This is from from the ap, so we are calling the ap1 or ap2 like this, salesforce.com. So in that apex slashes Visualforce page name. So whatever Visualforce you require, that page name, we are creating that page name like this. I'm creating, this is the way I'm creating. So here salesforce.com, up to this is a, so here http yes double slash ap2 something salesforce.com like this. We have the, this is a name. Here apex slash new vf page. So new vf page I'm creating, or vf page. Something custom vf page I'm creating. So this is nothing but example for creating the Visualforce page here. In this is a c dot u ap2. This is a server instance Visualforce pages dot com. Okay, not Visualforce pages, we created like this. The page Visualforce page does not exist. Why it is not existing the Visualforce page? Previously we provided, okay, here there is no Visualforce pages. The reason is why it is showing the Visualforce page, it is not available. Okay, the problem is here. Go to settings,
Development is not.
go to settings, personal, advanced user details, edit. We can select the development mode. Here development mode, and show in view state in the development mode. If you are selecting, then only it is accepting. So I am selected, these are two are the options, and click the save. Now go to your Visualforce page and click that one. So in this case we are getting the something error. The Visualforce page is, does not exist like this. We are facing the some error. How to resolve this error? Just click the create new Visualforce page. Then it is creating one Visualforce page is creating. If you want to check it, here in the down we have the source code also there. In the down we have the source code also. Here this is a something source code we have. Okay, so whatever modifications we are performing here, that modifications automatically it is reflected here. So I'm creating the something instead of this. One function I'm writing. In the function I'm writing welcome to VF pages. So here for function here it is following same as it is the standards it is following. If I'm writing normally, it cannot accept. Just to save this one. Whenever saving, welcome to VF pages. So directly here we can view this data. Here we have the one option, disable development mode. If I click this one, previous we have the development mode is what mode it is. These two are the enabled mode. Yes, whenever we are using disabled mode, then that is disabled only. If you want to open and if you want to check it, what is the mode? If you want to check it, edit and check it. These two are the disabled mode. Now if you want to use enabling, how to enabling? So we are enabling that one. Okay, if you are enabling, then only it is allowing, otherwise it cannot allow. So what is required here? These are two options are required. These two options are required in your page. Is it clear? Yeah. So again, enable. Whenever we are closing, that is a compulsory. You need to enable. Then only it is showing again. Otherwise, it cannot show. Is it clear? Whatever data is there, that data I am displaying here. Now, in this way, also you can create a Visualforce pages. That is a server instance. And so Salesforce.com. That is the organization name. In that Apex/pages name. Your pages name. You are creating your required Visualforce page name. You are creating like this. This is the one way you can create the Visualforce pages. And one more. Now I want to create the controllers. I'm using the something controllers. Before that, I will explain some of the section header. Apex colon something section header I will show you. Here I'm creating something controller, standard controller. I'm using the standard controller. Something account is my controller. The tab is navigating to now account to tab. In this tab, I'm creating the something section header. I'm creating. What is I'm creating? Section header. Apex colon section header. If I provided section header, then account, so image is showing. If I'm taking something contacts, if I save this one, the contact image it is pickup. Section header it is. If it is a student __ C, then it is showing the some student image it is showing, and it is navigating to student. Something I'm using account. Okay, like this. Here, is there any help text like this? There is no help text. It's like this. Help for this page like this. I want to display the some of the text. So here help text also you can display here. And for this I'm providing the some title. Okay, you have the something account object. For account object you want to provide the account to title and subtitle. This is a title and this is a subtitle. This is a title and this is a subtitle. I want to create the title. How to create the title? If you want to create a title, just go to title. The title equal to account or accounts. I'm creating the title like this. And subtitle new account. I'm providing subtitle. Title is changed to like this, and new title is like this. It is changing. So that is some subtitle. We are providing the title, subtitles. Title is nothing but like this. It is displaying. Subtitle is so in this it is displaying in this way. It is displaying. Now I'm creating here help. I want to display the something help. For this help I am providing one VF page I am providing, otherwise standard So standard help page I want to display. This is a URL I'm copying. For this help I'm using help. So here by default it is displaying help for this page. If you want to display the help for this page, then we are using, this is the help is the attribute. If you want to display the help, if I click this one, it is navigating to, so that particular Salesforce help page only it is navigating. Now I want to display my own help page. Instead of a sales provided help page, I want to display my own help page. Then you can go to your Visual Force pages, setup, build here, develop. In this develop we have the pages. In the pages, which page is required, that page name you can provide. Hello World VF page. So this is a Hello World VF page is there. I open this VF page and preview. So this is a VF page. Like this I have copy this VF page and provide the URL. Instead of this URL, that is a standard URL. If you want to provide your own help page, you can provide like this. Okay. If I click this one, it is navigating to that particular page. So it is navigating to that particular page and it is showing the some information about that information. Okay. Previous we created last time one page is created. That page I'm displaying the has a something. That means your help page, whatever help page is required, that page name you can pass, then automatically it is displaying instead of so standard help page it is displaying the your own organization inform help page is also it is displaying. That means whatever help is required, that help pages you create, and in that help pages you can pass the some data and you can use this one. This is nothing but we are creating the something Visual Force pages. Okay, like this I'm creating something. Here I want to create my own help page. I want to create. So here I'm creating the something page blocks. I'm creating here. I'm creating the some page block. Apex colon page block. In this page I'm creating. So page blocks we are creating. Now apex colon page block. I'm creating page block. Page block title. So this is a page block we are created. Title equal to, so new page block. So we are creating the page block title equal to new page block. Now help URL. If you want to provide your own help URL, equal to need help something, like this I'm providing the something need help. Here by default it is help for this page. I'm providing the some need. Okay, sorry, help title. This is URL is help title. Okay. Help URL also must. I want to provide my own help here. So help is this is a way we are providing the something help I am providing. This is a need help. This is my own help page I am provided. Okay, own help page I am provided for this. So for this I am providing like this. I want to provide the for this a different help. So two areas I am using two different help. This is help is standard help I am using, and here I am using some different help. This is a each and every block I want to use some different help. Yes, you can use a different help for each and every page. So if you want to display the something tab style also, if you want to display different tab style equal to contact, the color is contact color, it is creating contact color, it is creating tab style. So like this you can provide the pages, different pages you can provide the your own pages also you can provide. Now I want to display one more page block. In this page block, if you want to display any other things, you can display the in this page. In this way, you can display the something username, passwords also you can display here. Username or last name, first name, like this you can display. Here, I want to display some of the names. For this, I'm creating one more page block. One more page block I'm creating. Apex colon. I'm creating one more page block. In this page block, title. So global information or global information I'm taking. In the page block I'm creating the global information. In this global information, direction is right to left or left to right, RTL. So if I'm providing any information that is right side, from the right side to here, right side to left side, it is providing. So here left to right or right to left you can take it. Something one function I'm writing, name function. So dollar user dot name, that is user dot last name or user dot first name. I'm providing user dot first name. The name is like this, it is displaying the name. So right to left only it is creating. We are. So this is the first name, last name or profile name. How to display the profile name? How to display the profile name? Function dollar profile dot name. I'm displaying profile dot name. Like this, I'm displaying the something right to left, or if you want to use left to right, left to right. If I use left to right, then it is from the left side, it is arranging. By default, if I'm not providing any value, by default value is also left to right only. By default value is left to right. So otherwise, if you want to provide right to left also, you can provide. That is your choice. Wherever it is required, that is your choice. You can create like this. This is a something. So page blocks, by using the page blocks, we are creating the some information like this. Now I'm using here in this time, instead of controller, I'm using standard controller, just a simple controller I want to create. So I have one class, and that class I want to use in the one Visualforce page. So here I'm writing, I'm creating one Visualforce page, In the Visualforce page, one page block I'm creating. So one page block I'm creating. In the page block, I want to display the name. So name is something, Rajendra Nath is the name. So this name is displaying something salary designation. Like this, I want to display the sum of the information. But this information I'm not creating in the front end Visualforce page. This is a VF page I'm creating. Now the controller is in the back end. The logic is executing back end only. So in the back end, I'm writing name equal to name equals to Rajendra Nath. I'm creating here name equal to Rajendra Nath, and salary equals to something, some 80 or 60k. Like this, I'm creating like this. This information here I'm generating here, name equal to something, name equal to Rajendra Nath, this is a name, and this is a salary. I am displaying the something name and salary simply. So how to creating for this? I am creating the some Visualforce page. This is a controller class. This is a controller. What is I am creating here? In the back end, I am creating the controller. This controller is nothing but a Apex class. What is the controller here? Apex class only. Controller is also nothing but the Apex class. That is my own controller I am creating. So how to create this logic, and how to creating this one? So just save it. I am saving. My controller is, I am creating. So new Visualforce page I am creating. So can I use this same one? I am using this same thing only. So here instead of this, I am using controller. I am using controller equal to custom Apex or student controller. I am taking something student controller Apex, or just as if you want to take controller Apex, simply you can take the controller apex. I'm taking the controller apex. So this is the information I'm removing. Otherwise, if you want to use the same information also, you can use it here. Is there any controller? There is no controller. You can create the one class is so here you can create the one class is create controller class. Public class controller apex. This is a something class name. In this class I am providing so one variable public string name. I am creating setter method colon getter method colon I am writing, and one more is public decimal salary. I am creating setter colon getter colon I am creating. So here I am creating one constructor. Your class name is nothing but constructor name, both are same only. I am using the public constructor. In this constructor I am calling the name equal to Rajendra Nath and salary equals to something 60,000. This is I am creating. I am saving this class. Whenever I am saving this class and whenever we executed Visual Force page, if I save this, okay, here I am not calling anything. I am calling here something. Instead of this name, I am using simply I am calling the name I am calling. The name is available there, and profile name is something, and salary. Salary function I am using. Salary I am using BR. Name is Rajendra Nath. Salary is 60,000. Something profile name is system administrator. So this information we are getting from the other place. This is nothing but I'm creating the something one page block section. In the page block section I'm displaying something Rajendra Nath salary. Okay, name, this is the name and this is the salary. Salary is nothing but some 60,000 is a salary I want to display. So this is the way we are creating here. Rajendra Nath salary. Okay, this is the way we are displaying the your Visual Force pages we are displaying. Is it clear? Hello.
Yes.
What is the difference between standard controller and controller? Now tell me standard controller and controller. The standard controller is if you want to get the standard objective functionality or custom objective functionality, that is S objective functionality. Already predefined objects, already created objects. Here we are created some of the objects. Here we have the some of the objects. If you want to get the functionalities from these of the objects, then we are using standard controller we are using. Otherwise, if you want to get your own functionality, that means your own classes functionality if you want to use, then we are using the custom controllers we are using. So in the Visual Force page we created and we are using that one here. Simply I am creating and I'm using, that is simply here. In the Visual Force page, simply So section header only, remaining things not required here. Help title, that is help title is also not required. Only I am using name salary, something profile name. In the Visualforce page I am using this is okay. Now controller, this is the controller we are using. For the controller something, my controller class name is some different class name I am using. So the same class name Apex I am using, this is the class name. Now here for Visualforce page, what is the setter method and getter method? What is the setter method and getter method? So that is why we are using the this is a setter and getter methods. Now whenever we are creating, here we required what is a setter and getter means. Something I am creating the public class controller Apex. Like this I am creating some class is creating. Here I am declaring one variable public string name equal to. Here we are creating name equal to something, we are defining the name. This is the way we are defining. Here what is we are using means public void set method. One second. Public void set method. Whatever data you are passing here, that data we are storing in the name variable, and wherever it is required we are accessing this data with the help of name variable. That means here we are using the name. For this name I am writing the some code is setter method. So setter method, by using the some setter method we are creating the whatever data is there, this data is storing in the setter method, and wherever it is required by calling, so here getter method we are retrieving the this data. By using the getter method we are retrieving the data. So the same data we are using setter method and getter method. By using setter method we are storing, and by using getter method we are retrieving the data here. Now for this setter method, set name is there. In the set name string we are writing the name we are writing. What is the variable name? Variable name is name. Here whatever name we are passing Rajendra like this, that name is storing in the set method. This name we are accessing, here we are storing this value data is in the global level. So for this we are calling this dot name. Okay, instead of this dot name I am taking, so yes name I am taking. Okay, name equal to s name, I am taking s name. So that means this value, whatever value I am passing in the setter method, this value we are assigning to name variable. So here whenever we are writing, the first priority is the local priority it is there. Whatever we are writing code in this, the code is it is checking in the local method only it is checking. If the name is not available, then this name is it is checking in the global it is checking. First priority is the local. If it is not available in the local, then it is a global level it is storing. It is storing in the global level, name is storing. Now the name equal to the name value we are storing into global name. Now if the two names are same, name equal to yes name, yes name equal to yes name. That means whatever name value is there, this name again it is storing here only. That is the mean, that is nothing but it is cannot recognizing this class level. If both variable names are same, in this time we are using this dot. This means object. This means object. So object name, that is a class level it is verifying. It cannot verify. It cannot verify in the local. Whenever we are referring that this means it is referring to class level only, global data only it is verifying. Now if you want to retrieve this value wherever it is, then we are calling public string type of data. Whenever we are retrieving that data is a return value is nothing but string type of, then we are calling the get name method. So get name method we are calling. The get name method is a returns, return name is returns. Whatever name you have, that name is returns. Whatever name you are setting here, that name is retrieve. Whenever it is required, whenever it is required, wherever it is required accessibility. So by using how to access this data, generally if you want to call the methods, how to call the methods here, something we are creating the object name, your class object you are creating. If you want to access anything, so this is a way, controller class something a equal to new controller we are creating. New controller we are creating in this way. After creating something, if you want to pass the data, if you want to pass the data, how to pass the data, a dot something set name of Rajender I am passing. What is I am passing here? Set name of Rajender Nath I am passing. Okay, this is a name is passing. Okay, I want to create something, name is created like this. That means in the one area that is nothing but in the first area. So here I am saving the name in the Apex controller. So whenever I am created Visual Force page here, Visual Force page controller equal to Apex controller. That means internally the system is creating one object is creating. Whenever you created like this, whenever we provided controller or controller, then automatically the system is first whenever Visual Force page is loading, it is creating Apex controller class is creating. The controller class is contained, so creating the object. After that, that means we provided constructor is provided. What is we provided here? We provided constructor is provided. In the constructor, so it is loading, the name is loading. That means here whenever it is loading, the set name method is executing. The here we provided the set method. Here we provided something name of string name of set comma get. That means internally it is creating, the set method is creating like this here. And whenever we are calling get method, means how to creating, here we have provided the controller we provided, then it is nothing but here calling the name. Internally it is executing the some a dot get name is calling. Get name is calling. The get name is returns. What is returns here? String type of name value is returns. That is nothing but string name it is returns. Whatever value is there in the set method, the value is retrieving in the Visual Force page. In the VF page we are retrieving the data by calling the getter method. So this is controller class. Here in the controller class we are providing setter methods are storing. By using the setter method, here we are storing the data in the controller. By using the getter method, we are retrieving the data in the Visual Force page. This is a way we are writing, but here we are not created anything. Whenever we created here, simply set colon get. The system is internally creating one setter and one getter method for this code. The internal structure of setter method and getter method like this. This is the way it is creating. Now here we are creating in the VF page. This is the way we are creating in the VF page. This is the internal structure. Not storing. Okay. I created one Visual Force page. So buttons I want to create. If you want to create the button, apex colon command button is the one element we have. For this element value equal to click. What is the value here? Click is nothing but the name is displaying for the button. Now action, if I click the button, then it is performing the some method is calling. So if you want to call the some method, some functions, some data, then we are using the something action we are using. Now in this case I created like this, but initially it is displaying normal data only. It is displaying just a plain data only. I want to display the, if I click the button, something name and phone number. So for this I created one controller, and this method is created in the controller class. The controller class name is nothing but, so button apex is the controller class. In this I provided some two variables, and that is the setter methods and getter methods. I'm calling one method here. I'm calling the one method. That method name is the show is the method. In the show method I provided some name and so phone number I provided here. So if I click the button, so it is executing the function is action is nothing but the show method is calling. In the show method we have the these two values are there. These two values here we are displaying in the page block. Here we are displaying the some name and phone. Initially it is not displaying anything, just it is so the method is constructed and it is a setter method only calling. Whenever it is executed this apex here, setter method it is calling. Here the value is storing here. If I call this method, then these values are storing in the setter method, and whenever it is calling, whenever we are calling here, whenever we are calling here the name and phone number, then in this time getter method is executing. So it is displaying the name and phone number, it is displaying. This is the way you are retrieving the data from the apex classes. Now here I am using only one button only there. Here how many buttons here? Only one button. I want to display that button is, if you take the something account page, if you are open. 1 second, give me. I am creating here something page block button I am created. Apex colon page block buttons. So there is a one attribute we are using, page block buttons. One element we are using page block buttons. What is the page block button? Page block button, whenever we are creating, previous it is only single button, it is a double buttons it is creating. Here in the top and bottom it is creating buttons. That means if you open the something account object, if you open the account object, there is a account object. If I click the new option, so then it is showing, so like this top and bottom. How it is showing? Same way Same way it is creating the page block buttons. The page block button, whenever we are creating apex colon page block buttons, if I'm using the command, so then it is getting like this. There is page block buttons. So here location is the one attribute. Location, if I'm using the location equal to top, then it is creating only in the top of the page only it is creating, but not in the bottom. If I'm using bottom, it is creating in the bottom only. If I'm not using any location, by default it is creating top only. Okay, top or bottom we are using. Is it clear? The creation, Visualforce page creation here in this, like this, we are creating the top only, or top and bottom. If I'm not provided bottom location, just it is creating two locations, it is creating like this. If you want to use top or if you want to use bottom also you can use. It is the same thing. Clear, Narasimha? Narasimha, is it clear? Okay. Now I'm creating something, some of the user interface components. I want to create I'm creating the something output to components. I'm creating one more Visualforce page. I'm creating one more is Visualforce components. Output label. If you want to display any labels, then we are creating the output labels we are creating. Okay, output label. So if you want to create output labels in the blocks also, you can create the something, you can create the block, and in that block you can create the labels you can create. So, or if you want to create some sections, in the sections also page block section. In the block here page block, I am creating the some more is nothing but the section type we are creating. So this is one section we created. In the page block again we created the some of the sub page blocks, that is nothing but the something sections. I am creating the some section like this. So this is the some section is that enter name, enter person. So here this section is expandable. So here we are using one attribute here, collapsible equal to true. So whenever we are using the collapsible equal to true, then only it is providing like this, otherwise false. If I'm using the collapsible equal to false, then so it is just normal, it is displaying, there is no expand and so like this. This is the way it is created. By default value is if I'm not providing, what is the value? Check it. It is true only. By default value is true. So that is you can provide collapse for your comfortability. Columns. How many columns you required in the page block section? In the page block section, I am providing 2 columns. Whatever you are providing, that is displaying as a column wise here. This is a some column wise it is provided. This is the first column. This is a second column. And in this again I am provided this is a component as a single component only. Again page block, in the page block we provided some more we provided. Okay, so this is one more block we created here. In the block again, if you want to use like this, you can use the data. Is it clear? Output label. What is the output label? The output label is used to display the just names. If you want to display the any names, then we are using the output labels we are using. What is the difference between output label and output field? I am creating one more section here. One more section I am creating here. And the page block I am creating. This is one more section, page block section. Output field. Output field. The output field is whatever names are there. Whatever names are there for the objects, those names it is displaying. Here I am calling output field only name only calling. This is account name, industry, okay, or account dot rating. Rating. If I'm calling the rating, that is nothing but the field, whatever value is there, that value it is rating. Now revenue. Annual revenue. If I'm creating annual revenue, then here annual revenue. This is a annual revenue in the field of account pages. Now account number, account site, like this we have the some of the fields. Whatever fields you have, those fields if you want to get, then we are calling the like this we are calling. Okay, whatever we are calling, that is it is displaying something. Number of contacts. Number of contacts. So I'm creating the number of contacts here. For number of contacts, what is the API name? Field API name. The field API name is __ C, number of contacts. If I am provided, this is the name I am providing here. So here, instead of this, I am providing number of contacts. Then here, number of contacts it is provided. But here I provided number of contacts, it is a API name, then it is displaying, the label is displaying. So what is the difference between output field and output label? Output label is simply it is displaying whatever values we are passing, that values are displaying. But here output fields are the original field labels it is printing. The original field labels it is printing. That is the difference between output label and output field. Is it clear or any doubts? Narsima,
Yes, yes.
what is the difference between output field and
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
output label? Output labels are simply it is displaying the whatever values, whatever names we are enter, that value is what that text is displaying. But output fields are using so to display the original field labels. Account is there. From the account object, I want to display the some account labels. Then I am creating account dot labels like this. We are displaying the that values. Okay. Now I want to create the something input to text. Okay, I'm creating the something input to components. Here we created one is the output label, one is the output label. So here output label, for the output label, the label is enter name. Now input to text, the text is something input to text. Just input to text is nothing but one field type it is created. Now one more is a page block. Inside page block we are creating account dot industry. Just it is a created normal way it is created. This is a something account input to text. So input to text is account dot industry I created. Is there any industry type it is created? No, it is not created any industry type. But industry we required pick list values, it is provided for the industry. If you want to observe, so here industry is there for the industry, that is the pick list values it is provided. But how it is displaying for the industry? It is displaying for the industry. The way is nothing but just simply it is provided output to label. What is the difference between output to label and output to text? Something I'm using here. Okay, so this is a input to text is simply it is displaying the one text type it is displaying, one field type it is displaying. But whenever we are using the input to field, whatever field value is there like this, including that values also it is displaying. That is the difference between input to text and input to label. Now here the same thing if I'm using in the page block section, if I'm creating here page block outside, if I'm created just it is without labels it is creating. The same thing if I'm copy pasting here apex colon input to text account dot name. This is account dot name, and just it is a simple way it is created. Now whenever we are using input to text value equal to something, if I'm provided, the same thing is displaying. What is the way it is displaying means the way of display is nothing but same as this account field. How it is provided, this is the account name. The same input field if I'm using input field, if I'm using, then it is displaying in the form of same as this the field how it is there in the originally, that is the way it is displaying input to field. So here also we used input to field, but here also we used input field. What is the difference between inside page block and so inside page block section? The page block section is a complete value, it is the label and the field it is showing, but only page block is displaying normal way only it is displaying. This is some difference between page block. Inside page block if I am writing some field values, and outside that is a page block section, inside page block section we are creating, this is a way it is displayed. So this is a just difference. Account name industry, but previous we used here account name and industry, something industry I used, but industry there is a no label it is provided, but here it is a label is provided. This is some difference, small difference for this. Now I have the sum of the components. I have some of the components. So output label, the output label is nothing but just it is a simply it is a displaying the some label is a display enter name like this. Now for this input to text, that is nothing but the one text field type it is creating, one text field type it is creating. What is the way? One text field type it is creating. Now here output label is nothing but enter password. For the password I am using, so here apex colon input to secret. If I enter the data, that data is storing in the form of secret format as some dots format. If I type the Rajendra like this, if I type here Rajendra, this is the way it is typing. So this is input to text, and this is input to secret. Now one more is input to checkbox. If you want to create the checkbox, then we are using the input to checkbox we are creating. But here just a label is we provided something active value equal to label. Now apex colon input to hidden. So here one more field is created, something hidden field it is created. Here this is some hidden field. The hidden field is the hidden field is amount, so it cannot display in the field value cannot display in the screen, just it is internally only using saving the data. And text area, if you want to create the something text area, then we are creating the some text area we are creating. So multiple lines, it is allowing multiple lines. If more I provided something 5 lines, so here rows are the 5, that's the reason it is allowing the 5 lines, it is allowing. Whenever you created entered more than 5 lines, it is a scrolling is arranging like this. This is nothing but text area we are creating. Clear? Narsimha?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Okay.
So these rows is 5 restricted, or we can enter more?
10 rows. So display, the size is a display size. If I'm provided 10,
So we can enter more than 10 as well.
so here up to 5 rows it is normally only there. If it is more than 5 rows, it is arranging, scrolling is arranging. If I'm provided something 3 rows, okay, 3 rows it is a normal, it is allowing. You can enter 100 rows also, you can enter like this, you can enter. You can enter any number of rows, but here that is the size, whatever text area size is limit is there, that limit it is following the limit. But here how many lines it is visible, that is you can decide.
Okay.
Clear? Okay, this is nothing but some of the fields. Input to text, this is just like a text field. Input to secret, it is a password type. So checkbox, input to checkbox, this is a checkbox type. Input to hidden, hidden is cannot display here, output here. It is internally you can store the value, but externally it cannot show. So here input to text area, text area is multiple lines. If you want to create, then you can create the multiple lines. This is nothing but text area. Okay, now I want to create the something pick list. How to create the pick list? Sorry అండి. So I'm creating the one pick list here. Pick list is nothing but multiple items. If you want to display, then we are creating the some pick list. This is a pick list. How to create the pick list? So we are creating the pick list here. Output label, value here, countries, okay, or months. Month here, something January, February, like this I want to display. So if you want to create here, this is a pick list, then we are using apex colon select list, we are using apex colon select list, we are using size equal to nothing but the one only, we are displaying the size. Now apex colon select option, what is the select option here? This is a none, January, February, like this I want to display the some items. If you want to add the items, then we are using select option in this. So item value is internal usage, and item label externally it is displaying the external display. So whenever we are clicking some item, internally I want to recognize the actions. For this, when we are using item values, we are using the label is just to display purpose only. I want to create the multiple options here. Select colon apex colon select option, this is a item value we are created like this. I want to create the multiple values, just to copy and paste it. Like this you can create and paste something. So otherwise I'm taking this is a 1 2 3 4 5 6. Later I'm using this is 8. 8.
If I want to display as a default,
Yeah, default is a none. By default, by default it is a first value is a by default value it is displayed.
so we can't choose another value
No.
as a default.
Default directly it is 1 minute. There is no default directly. Whatever value first value we have, that value is by default it is displaying the first value. Like this you can display.
Here you used output label, right? But actually that is input label, right?
Output label is this is. Normally I created the output label. Input label if I am using, not input label, input text.
Input text. Okay.
Okay, input to text and input to field. If I create the input to text, output to label, output to field. There is a output to label and output to field. So like this you can create the number of values. This is the way we are creating the values. Clear? This is second one, no? Our session.
This is yeah, second.
Second only. Or third?
Second.
Second session for VF.
I think Friday one, right? We started earlier.
So I'm creating.
How many Apex tags are there? So how many we need to remember?
How many?
So how many Apex tags are there? So how
Tags
many we need to
nearly 50 tags are there. You
So
need to
how many we
remember
need to
20,
remember?
20 to 30 tags is enough maximum.
So frequently we use those
Yes,
tags, right?
20 to 30 tags minimum we are using.
Okay.
So we are creating like this. Here I am creating Visual Force page. I'm creating pick list Visual Force page. here I'm created one class is created apex class. In this one variable is my options, one more is options I created. The options is select option type. That means the items, pick list items I'm creating in the apex classes I'm creating. Select option, here this is a constructor. What is this? This is a constructor. Apex with pick list example, that is nothing but the constructor. In the constructor, I'm creating one select option. I'm creating op equal to new select option of none comma something none, 1 comma January, 2 comma February, 3 comma some March. So this is what type of options I'm created? Array type created. What type it is? Select option array. That means here options equal to new select option array of op, op1, op2, op3, like this. Whatever options we created, this is created. That means whenever the constructor is executing, your class is, whenever your Visual Force page is executed, then your class object is creating. In the class object here, we are adding the something, some options we are adding. Where it is adding? Here in the constructor we created, and this is the options we are created. Now this options I am using in the dynamically. Here I am using, this is here page block apex colon page block. So select list. In the select list, apex colon select options I am using. Previous I used select option, so we used, but now I am using select options I am using. Okay, here select option, directly item value item label, like this we used. How to use it? So select option item value item label, but here we are using the something value, the value equal to options. What is the options here? The options is available here. I created some options. Whenever we are calling, these are the items it is displaying for the options. This is dynamically we are creating item values in the Java class and Apex class, and those values we are displaying here. We are displaying that values. Okay, this is I created like this. I am displaying that values, so dynamically it is displaying the values. Okay, these are the options it is displaying. Now here we created one more is created select option, select list. This is a something you have selected something. This is a sum of the options I have. If I selected option, this option, okay, these are the options I'm selecting from the, I'm selecting these options from the directly only I created. These options I created here only, but for these options I created in the Apex class. Okay, so you can create like this, or this is a way also you can create. Now here select list, here value equal to something my options. Whenever I am selecting one value label, whenever I am selecting one January or something February, then what happened means the February, what is the February value? Value is 2. This is 2 is I am displaying the options. In the options, the values, whatever item values are there, that value, for this we created something my options I am calling. My options means this value in the setter method, through the setter method it is storing, and through the getter method, so we are calling this one here through the setter method. This is nothing but setter method. We are storing the value wherever it is we are required. So that is nothing but the something getter method. My options we are calling here. Whenever we are calling getter method, the value here we are storing, and here we are retrieving the value we are retrieving, and it is storing the something January. So January 1, February, like this. The value is existing value is refreshing by using the re-rendered equal to. So re-rendered equal to refresh the value. This is a something form ID we provided. Re-render equal to the form ID we provided here. And when it is changing the on change, whenever the event is on change, action support we are taking. If the on change event is changing, that means the event, this is the names are changing, then automatically the event is executing. The value is refreshing. Existing value is refreshed with a new value. For this, so we are creating the on change and re-render. On event is on change, the re-render equal to something. Here I am provided some form ID we provided. So re-rendered, again rendered the page, again render the page for this form. This is the way we created one object here. Is it clear? One is from directly we are one is we created directly here, we created this value. Now second one is pick list we created. This pick list is we created from the Apex class. The items we are creating, the pick list is creating in the Visual Force page only, but the items we are adding from the Visual Force, from the Apex class. Okay, so this is something pick list we create. So just today you practice all those things. Tomorrow same time I will explain the some of the concepts. 6:30.
Rajendra,